Hello everybody and welcome to the Pocono Raceway for the 21st race of our NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode season number 1. As we try to back up a couple of strong finishes we have in the last couple of episodes and continue that momentum here into Pocono, looking to bring home a solid top 10 finish as we get ready to look at our stories of the race for today's Gander Outdoors 400. Todd Gilliland is well prepared for this race. He looks to be one of the faster cars. And Alex Bowman crashed in qualifying. He'll have to start at the back of the field, as will Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who failed inspection. So Bowman and Ricky at the back of the field. We're back at it in the market basket machine after last episode out in New Hampshire, trying to rebound. And we did run well there. We finished in 3rd, had a late charge to get up there. Now we're 38th after an abysmal qualifying effort at Pocono, where we actually had to forfeit our effort because we ended up crashing on our qualifying lap. So 6 laps to stage 1. We are green and underway from Pocono. We're back here in 37th, already ahead of J.J. Yaley, trying to find a way to make a move around. Ty Dillon champs to the head of us. We decided to go on the high side of the racetrack, try to get some momentum on the high side, which we will. We said a little bit too up the track, into the wall. We go into the wall already in turn 1. A little bit too much high up the racetrack for us right there. It's going to cost us some momentum, but down the backstretch we get the momentum, get back by Chandler Smith, Ty Dillon, give Austin Hill a huge push, and take him and BJ McLeod 3 wide here into turn number 2. We cut off BJ to get underneath Austin Cindric and Harrison Burton, descend 1 through turn 2. We get by both of them on the inside of Ryan Preece now, all the way up into the top 30 now, trying to work our way up in the top 25 next as we work by Eric Almirola, Corey LaJoy, and our teammate of Shane Van Gisbergen in that number 91 machine right now running in 27th. We give SVG a big push right there. He's trying to hold on. We're trying to dress up to him, trying to find a way around Mr. SVG for position right now. As we dress up the back bumper of Van Gisbergen, go to the inside of SVG we go. And now 5 to go in stage 1. We'll make that pass with ease. And we get around him and now set our sights on getting by the 31 machine of Justin Haley, who's up there in 26th, and Hocevar ahead of him in 25th to break into that top 25. Right now, Kevin Harvick is your leader. Leading here at Pocono, trying to get his 3rd win of the season. So he had a really strong campaign so far. Of course, he brought out that win at New Hampshire last episode out. He got the W, got his 2nd win of the season. And now we go underneath the 42 of Hocevar to get inside the top 25. A little bit of contact to the back bumper of Hocevar right there, being a little bit aggressive. Going through turn 2, didn't mean to get into him there. I apologize to him for that, but now we go underneath Hocevar. Now we'll go 3 wide with Zane Smith and Austin Dillon. Now move up into 23rd place. And start sights on getting around Chase Briscoe for 22nd. We barely clear Zane Smith, but we still have to battle Austin Dillon. We're not clear him yet, so we're going to start side drafting Austin Dillon down this front straightaway. As 4 to go on stage 1, we side draft that left rear quarter panel, slow him down, get to the inside, try to break the side draft off down the front straightaway. Get around to 14 of Briscoe, sail it off in turn 1, and we will move into 22nd place. Now getting around Chase Briscoe for that position, still side by side. Out of turn 1, we will clear Briscoe and move into 22nd. Starts to chase down Cole Custer, who's having a surprisingly good run in a Rick Ware racing car in 21st here at Pocono. We drop the back of Custer, go right to the inside of him. And now we move by Custer into 21st, looking to get by Michael McDowell to break the top 20 for the first time today in Pocono, which we will here, charging up underneath Michael McDowell. A little bit of contact though. You know, we've been rivals pretty much all season long as we have desperate measures here trying to get by McDowell right now, side by side, duking it out here at Pocono. This is some amazing battling going on between myself and Michael McDowell right now as we go into turn 2 of Pocono. We get the inside, get a big run on the inside of McDowell. It's going to be some big contact. No contact. You just clear him because we're just that guy. We're as fast as him. He's flying right by him. Now a couple laps later, he's tracked down his teammate Todd Gilliland for 19th. Now we go to the inside of Gilliland. They're going to make that pass, getting by both front row motorsports drivers into 19th place now. As we continue our charge here late in stage 1 at Pocono, as Harvick looks to bring home the stage win, as Kevin Harvick will win stage 1 here at Pocono. We will come home for a disappointing 19th place finish in stage 1. Still gain 19 spots in that opening 6 laps. But Harvick is a stage winner here in stage 1 of Pocono. Now get back underway in stage number 2. We're alongside arch rival Brad Keselowski for 17th place. He's already trying to pin us in the wall already. And no surprise there. 14 to go in stage 2. We're just fighting him, fending him off for as long as we can here down this front straightaway. It's working so far. We've kept it off the wall. Then as we go into turn 1, we get to the outside of Keselowski, try to go to the middle of Kyle Busch. Not sure what to do here. So we stay behind the 8. Kyle Busch go to his outside lane, try to get that momentum. But Keselowski is still a problem, so we slam him, get him out of the way. And now clear Brad for 17th because he's an absolute hack the way he's been racing us lately. Now we go to the inside of Kyle Busch to get into 16th into turn 2, which we will. We get around the 8 machine of Busch, move into that position, not quite yet. Still getting after Kyle on the inside of him. We will take that position, get around Kyle Busch. Now set our sights on Kyle Larson and Ty Gibbs. As we get behind them into turn 3, there's contact, and Ty Gibbs is going to go sideways, and around goes Ty Gibbs. He'll spin and he'll save it off of the nose of Tyler Reddick, his fellow Monster Energy Toyota teammate. But Gibbs loses a ton of positions. Now we're underneath Chase Elliott for 13th after that whole debacle in turn 3. And now 3 wide to go by Blaney and Logano for 11th. Almost on the back of Byron for a top 10 position. We're getting real aggressive here early in stage 2, trying to get this track position. We narrowly clear Ryan Blaney, clear Joey Logano all the way up to the high side of the racetrack, being aggressive, throwing some haymakers right now to maintain track position. Up to 11th now, have a shot to make a run on old Willie B into turn 2. He goes as low as we do. We can't get as low as we want. We get a bad run through the corner. Gets his head by a little bit of contact, but now we're side by side for a top 10 position. For the first time today, we have finally cracked the top 10 here on the inside of William Byron. We get a nose ahead into turn 3 for the top 10 position, and we clear William and are now running in 10th here in stage 2 at Pocono as we chase down Eric Jones and Christopher Bell. As we try to block Ryan Blaney for this position. He's being super aggressive pushing right now. 12 to go in stage 2, a couple laps later. Now 11 to go in stage 2. We were trying to hold off Blaney and Kyle Larson behind us. We have been fighting hard to be blocked. Larson blocked Blaney on the wall. Now Larson around goes to 5. Kyle Larson's going to go around. Larson goes spinning into turn 1 behind us. Into the wall he goes. His day is ruined. And now look how far ahead the top 9 are from him. So I'm clearly holding up this pack back here of Chase Elliott, Kyle Busch, a whole bunch of guys. I'm trying to hang on to 10th over Chase Elliott. He gets a huge bump, and Chase Elliott just punts us up into the outside wall in turn 1. And there goes all our track position into the 48 hard, trying to save my race car. We get into the 48 big time. Elliott goes by, Busch goes by, Blaney goes by, Bowman goes by, and all of a sudden we're already down in 14th. Now it's about that time for green flag pit stops to go the inside of the 48 of Bowman for 13th, heading to turn 2. We still have enough speed to try to make some passes here. We get by Bowman here on the inside of him through turn 2. Get all the way to the inside of Kyle Busch, make some contact, and nose ahead of Kyle now for 12th place coming into turn 3. Right about, we're going to get ready to get down to that bottom lane of the racetrack to get down the pit road. We're blocking Kyle Busch from doing so. Heavy side drafting as we go into turn 3. We're going to get ready to come down the pit road speed here. We start checking up big time out of the corner. We go sliding a little bit loose. Enjoy Logano. He's coming. Logano's going to try spinning us out before we get to pit road. We save it. Get down to pit road speed limit. Get ahead of Logano behind Stenhouse. Now we come in for our pit stop, and it's going to be an estimated 15.3 here, 4 tires and fuel. The money stop here in stage number 2 to get us back out there, hopefully get us in position to try to fight for some stage points here in Pocono. But look at the guys already flying by us. You know, the time we lost on entry to pit road, and now as we're coming out of pit road, a slow stop from the crew is going to let Elliott, Stenhouse, Byron all get out in front of us. So we'll come out scored in 16th. A rough pit stop cycle overall for us here at Pocono, not the way we wanted it to go. As we merge back onto the racetrack here, trying to hold off Brad Keselowski, who's hungry behind us in 17th. He's getting after us right now. They're trying to hang on, but I think overall we lost time on that pit cycle. This was not the way we wanted that to go. You know, a little bit rough on the entry to pit road, because, you know, we just got wrecked by Joey Logano, that absolute clown. So I call him Giggles, because all he does is laughs all the time. No wonder he's a clown. Now we're holding off Brad Keselowski for position. He gives us a bumper. Brad gets into us. Up the track we go. Brad spins. He saves it off of the door of Blaney. And now we lose 2 spots because of Brad Keselowski. Once again, another clown. He's an absolute hack right now. As Blaney's gone, there he goes in 16th. He'll drive away from us. As I just get into Brad Keselowski, I say, you're done. I'm sick of the way he's racing me, so I just slam him up the racetrack here. So get out of my effing way. Move Keselowski out of the way. Take 17th. And here comes Todd Gilliland behind us in 18th, trying to make a move. We hold him off for now. Now down to 2 to go in stage 2. It's AJ Allmendinger leading this race as they're scoring in 14th. So Allmendinger tries to get the stage 2 win as he tries to hang on for a position here above Todd Gilliland. Not quite here into turn 1. We go way too high up the racetrack, a little wide. Gilliland gets by us, and Keselowski gets to our inside. Now we're losing these positions that we fought so hard for. Now Brad's trying to put us in the wall again for like the 80th time today. And he'll be successful this time. Squeezes us into the wall. So I just send him, and Brad around goes Keselowski. I let him wreck himself. So there you go. He slammed into us, and he lost all his momentum. Wiped out. He's gone. Don't have to worry about him. And we'll end stage 2 in a disappointing 15th place as AJ Allmendinger wins stage 2. Stage 1 for the Dinger here. Pocono could be a contender for an upset win and get in the playoffs here. Now back underway in the final stage of racing. We restart in 17th alongside Kyle Busch as we get everything all repaired. Got 4 tires, fuel. Back out on the track trying to regain all those positions we lost there at the end of stage 2 through the pit cycle and through the contact with Keselowski. Now we go by Michael McDowell, worked by the inside of Blaney and Logano. You know, Blaney, one of the guys that did pass us there because of that whole debacle at the end of the stage. Todd Gilliland, who's doing a great job right now, running inside the top 15. props to Gilliland. He's just been running real well lately. Now we go by him, chase down the 9 machine of Elliott, who runs in 12th place. We're going to get to his back bumper here. Now go to the inside of Elliott. Make some contact. Move right out. Go to the high side of William Byron. Crossover 3 wide of his 10 hours. What a move. Coming out of turn 2 to turn 3. We're already back in the top 10. Now trying to make a move on Busher, Hamlin, Bell, and Bubba Wallace. Now to get inside the top 5. Nearly to get to Eric Jones. We're going to take 6th place on next to the turn 3 with an amazing pass right there. And now the 11 Denny Hamlin on our inside. One of our rivals the whole season. An absolute bum. He's going to keep trying to wreck us down the straightaway. I try to get to the inside, outside of Harvick, but Hamlin won't stop. So I say, you're done. We get into Harvick. Big kind of get put in the wall by Denny Hamlin's stupid ass. Now we go by him as he checks up behind us. Now we're right behind Harvick and Jones trying to get the top of it. Now Denny Hamlin's going to give us the bumper. Hamlin punts us out of the way, puts us up the track, almost into the wall. Now Christopher Bell, Ricky Stenhouse taking advantage. And I'm just sick of the way he races me, honestly. I'm just sick of the way Denny Hamlin races. So I'm just not dealing with this crap anymore, to be honest. So, you know, next time if we get the chance to get into the back of him, I'm not going to hesitate. I'm going to send him. And now Christopher Bell punts us in the wall. And here was even more positions. Now we're down in 10th, slamming into Chris Busher, the other RFK car that hates us. So it's just, you know, struggle bus right now here in Pocono this stage. Everyone is using me up right now, getting rid of me the easiest way possible, especially those cheating Yoders, Christopher Bell and Denny Hamlin. Now here comes Busher inside. I'm just sick of being wrecked, so I just take out the 17 and just a act of frustration and revenge. Take out Chris Busher. He goes crashing hard. Up in there he goes. He slides down to the inside and caution will wave. But this time, me and Ty Dillon, the only 2 cars that pit. We take 4 tires, fuel, and we're 39th and 40th. But we're trying to play some strategy here late, you know. Just only 10 laps to go. If this all works out, we're going to have enough fuel to get to the end of the race, and nobody else will. And we're going to end up in victory lane for the 11th time this season if everything goes to plan. But the amount of times everything goes to plan is not that much. So we'll see how it all turns out. Our teammate now, Chastain, leading. You love to see it. Trackhouse still doing a great job right now with Ross in the lead. As we're trying to work our way back up from 35th now. And when we're doing that, we're flying by Corey LaJoie. We've got a huge run down the back straight on Brad and Bowman. Go right by them easily. Now on the inside of Tyler Reddick and Kyle Larson. Then we get working on the inside of Hocevar and Haley, who we will pass quite easily. Up into the 27th place now as we clear Hocevar and get by BJ into turn 3. Now underneath our teammate of Shane Van Gisbergen, SVG, that 91. We get around him. Set our sights on Ryan Priest, right top 25. We're going to peek to his outside to make the move. An aggressive move that works for us. We get the run, draft up to JJ Yaley, go the inside of him. Already up into 24th now as our rapid charge through the pack continues. Up next, Austin Dillon. Up next on the chopping block, and we'll get around him easily into the corner. Now underneath Harrison Burton, 2 easy passes right there. Now into 22nd after Zane Smith having a great top 25 run right now in the 3rd front row entry. The whole team doing a great job today. Front row motorsports. We get by Zane Smith into 21st. Now McDowell and Briscoe lay in our path to get into the top 20. Allmendinger back in the lead now, trying to spoil the playoff party with an upset. When he's currently in the playoffs on points, he's trying to secure with a dub. And go by Briscoe again to Cole Custer right there. A little bit of contact with the 51 machine of Custer, but we clear him and drive up into 18th with ease here at Pocono. Now we go after Austin Cindric and Ty Gibbs, the next 2 up on the chopping block. As being on fresher tires makes such a difference. We are just hauling the mail by these guys on this restart. Now we go to the outside of Austin Cindric using the draft of Ty Gibbs. Get another spot right there. You can get around Cindric. Now into turn 1, we're going to go on the inside of Gibbs. That is another position that we will take. Now going right by Blaney, Logano, Gill, and Byron almost trying to get a 4-for-1 special in that one corner. You get up into 12th. We get a nose ahead. We barely clear Todd Gilliland for 13th. Now side draft William Byron for 12th as Kyle Busch holds that 11th spot right in the front of this pack in the top 10. Have pulled a ways away. Now we get to the back of William Byron here through turn 2. Get underneath William. Make that pass for 12th place easily. Now get to the inside of Kyle Busch for 11th as we've charged all the way back to higher than where we were running. So already the strategy move has been a success. But we want a top 10, and more than that, we want to win. But right now we take 11th from Kyle Busch. And we're going to settle right where we are at 11th. So you don't quite have the speed to drive up there and get the win. But if the strategy all goes the way we want it to, we will be in a great spot as Denny Hamlin takes the lead. And now we want to restart after caution to come out for an undisclosed reason. I could not find out why that come out. So we pitted once again back in 27. Everyone pitted, but we took 4 tires and fuel. I think everyone else took fuel only. So it's 4 or 5 laps to go here. We're back in 27th. We have to fight our way to the front once again here. Drive through the field, which we did just fine last restart. I'm just hoping here that our fresh tires make a bigger difference than they did previously to get us some more track position. As you're at the outside of Michael McDowell now, Briscoe and Custer 3 wide to the inside. A huge aggressive move right there, and it works. Beautifully executed. 2-for-1 special up into 18th now. Next up, Cindric and Ryan Blaney, the Penske duo. We'll get into Cindric a little bit, get by him, go to the inside of Blaney, get around him. Now Gilliland and William Byron, the next 2 targets, we easily will go by Willie B and Todd Gilliland. Up into 14th now, really working that inside lane of the racetrack. Byron's going to stay tough on our outside, but we got the draft from Ty Gibbs ahead. Byron has a draft of Joey Logano in front of him. Big run down the front stretch. Gibbs checks up. We go 3 wide with him and Logano. Now just 3 laps to go in Pocono. It is AJ Allmendinger leading. Can he hold on and pull off the upset up there? But he's got someone on his inside. I believe that's Denny Hamlin going for the race lead. As we now get underneath Kyle Busch for 11th as we drove by Joey Logano. We get a nose ahead of Kyle Busch. And down in turn 1, we will clear him and slot into 11th here at Pocono. We get around Kyle Busch. And now starts to chase down Chase Elliott for the top 10. Denny Hamlin is now taking the lead. We're into Chase Elliott. We just give him the bump and run. Just move him right up out of the way. No respect for him the way he's been racing. And now behind us with 2 to go, the 12 of Ryan Blaney's going to blow a tire, and around goes Blaney. The tire is down. Into the wall he goes, and his hopes of a top 20 finish are over here at Pocono. And now we are in 10th on the last lap. White flag, final lap presented by Credit One Bank here at Pocono for Denny Hamlin, looking to get his first win of the season and be our 10th different winner and clinch his spot into the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs once again here. Denny, we always expect him to be a contender for these championships, so we'll see how he does as he looks to secure the win here as we chase down Ricky Stenhouse, having a great top 10 run right now. Shout out to him. He's doing a whale of a job today, but we try to get around him to get 9th, maximize our finish. And still, we're going to continue the streak of basically finishing the top 10 in every race except at Gateway this season. We go underneath Stenhouse, get a little bit physical, move into 9th, get by Ricky, get a run now on the 20 of Christopher Bell for 8th place. Going into turn 3, we go to the inside. One last chance to get one more spot, one more point. Could be the difference in the span of the championship. We go underneath Christopher Bell. Lots of contact being made, being physical. We drive the 20 up, put him into the wall. Goes Christopher Bell, and Denny Hamlin wins at Pocono. We will come home for a solid 8th place finish and get our 20th top 10 of the season. So now we look at the race results. Of course, Denny Hamlin, your winner here in Pocono. He advances to the playoffs. Ross Chastain, your runner-up. Bubba Wallace, a good run in 3rd. AJ Allmendinger, tremendous run today. Won stage 2, comes home with a top 5 finish in 4th. Great job for colleague. Kevin Harvick rounds out your top 5. He's your stage 1 winner. Then Truex 6th, Eric Jones 7th, myself with a solid 8th place finish. Shout out to Ricky Stenhouse and Christopher Bell to round out your top 10. There's 11th through 20th in the race results. A good run for Todd Gilliland in 18th. And 21st through 30th, Cole Custer, Zane Smith, Ty Dillon, all in the top 25. Great runs for those guys. And then 31st through 40th, DNF for BJ McLeod. And of course, Blaney of the flat tire ends up in 39th. So Denny Hamlin, your winner today in Pocono. And these updated point standings. We extend our lead in the point standings over Chase Elliott to 232. And then, of course, the other guys locked in the playoffs, as we know. Harvick, Truex, 2 wins a pop. Then Elliott, Chastain, Logano, Larson, Hamlin, Bell, McDowell, all with 1 win. Byron and Blaney holding 2 of the final spots on points, as well as Allmendinger, Keselowski, Buescher, and Kyle Busch, with Cindric, Bubba Wallace, Tyler Reddick, Austin Dillon, and Alex Bowman being the first 5 drivers immediately below the cut line. And you see the rest of the point standings from 21st on down. And now, the fast stop of the race, we'll go to Ross Chastain with a 54.75. And Kevin Harvick led the most laps, being 16 laps today in Pocono. And the on-the-move driver was Ricky Stenhouse from last place to 9th, up 31 spots, just outdoing us as we were up by 30 from 38th to 8th. And then the tough break goes to Ryan Blaney, of course, blew that tire, goes from 4th to 39th on the day. Now we head back to look at the post-race, as always. The reputation breakdown, the playoff grid, all the works. And pretty much nothing really has changed. Still got double the rivals than we have friends right now. So not really surprised at all. On the other end, we may have lost a friend. Like, I think hosts of ours off of a friend to just happy now. But we got LaJoy as a friend. And then look at the playoff grid. We sit comfortably in the playoffs, the top seed. We pretty much have it all locked up at this point. 10 wins. Harvick, Truex, 2 wins each. They're good. Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, all with 1 win. They're safe. McDowell and Bell each with a win. They're good. William Byron, Ryan Blaney comfortably above the cut line, as is AJ Allmendinger. Then you got Brad Keselowski at plus 34 points above the cut line. Chris Buescher at plus 26. And then you have Kyle Busch at just plus 3. So Buescher's plus 16. And Kyle Busch at just plus 3 over Austin Cindric, who's out by 3. Bubba Wallace out by 8. Reddick and Dillon out by 55 and 56. And Alex Bowman out by 71. So until next episode of Richmond, I hope you all have a good one.